In this video, you're going to learn how to create assessment challenges. We have three types of challenges. We have locate, and we have identify, and then we have quiz. Let's look at the locate challenge, how to create it. So you start in touch mode and go to the object that you want to create the challenge on, and you will long tap on the object and you will get this label button popping up, and then you just press it, and then you can type in the name for this challenge. So I'm going to type compressor, and you will get a annotation on this object that you have set up annotation on. So next we're going to position it, because the annotation can sometimes be placed in a inappropriate place. So you can just move it up using this dongle here. And when you're finished, you just press the check mark to finish it. So when you're back in the annotation, you can select it and then press the plus button to add a challenge. Here we're going to choose the locate here, and we have created a challenge for this part. And you also have other settings you can use. For example, how long the user is allowed to take to finish the challenge. And there's also another option where you can set the camera angle using this button here. So yeah, so otherwise we can just press save, and then you have created the locate challenge. Okay, now let's see how we can create the identify challenge. So you start again in the same way. Go and find the object that you want to put the annotation on, long tap, and then add this label. And we're going to put in another name for this one. We call it condenser grill. So this name that you put in here will be the answer for the identify challenge. So make sure you spell it as you want it to be correct. And then you choose the plus button here, and you will be able to add another challenge. So this is identify challenge. The options is almost the same as the other one. So now we're going to utilize this camera view. So we're going to position the camera in a angle that we want, and then you just press this button here to save this position. And now we have saved the identify challenge. Yes, so now we're going to create a quiz challenge. Again, we have to select which one we want to create a quiz on. Since we have already created the compressor before, we're going to reuse the same label. So you're going to select that one, and we're going to add the quiz. So for the quiz, you can set the question by typing in your own question. So here I type, what does a compressor do? And then we can put in the answers. Some are wrong answers, and one you can have multiple correct answers as well if you want to. So let's put some other answers that are not correct. And you just type in and fill in those 4 fields there. And the one that you want to be correct is the one with the check mark to the right side. So the last one here is the correct answer. So I finish the text and make sure this is checked. And now I save it. Okay, and I'm also going to set the camera, and you finish. Yep. Make sure that we can actually pan the view as well, so we make a better shot on this one. Right. So when you're satisfied with the view, just go to this button here and press save, and you have created the quiz. Now we're going to look at how we can experience or play back this challenge. So we're going to do this in AR mode. You can do it in touch mode as well. So let's do it in AR mode. So in AR mode, you can call up this assessment portal by using the button on the right corner here, and all the challenges that you have created will appear here. So we're going to choose the first challenge, locate, just tab it, and here we have some instructions before you start the challenge. Because once you have pressed the start button, the time will count down. So make sure that you understand what you have to do, and then press the start button. So now we need to locate the compressor. So we're going to see a lot of yellow dots. Those are the potential objects that could be located, but we need to know which one is the right one. So once you have found it, you hover the cursor over the yellow button, and the object will also be highlighted. So when you're sure that this is the correct answer, just press the button here, go to the grab button, like this, and you can see there is a time counting, timer counting down. This is so that you don't be sure that this is the one you want, and you don't make any mistake. So just press and hold it until this timer is finished, like this, and then it says that this is correct answer. So you go back to the assessment portal, and then you can return back to the menu. So now let's look at how we can play the identify challenge. It's similar. You call up the assessment portal, choose the challenge that you want to do, but instead of locating the object, here you have to say the name of this highlighted part. So you go and check it out, and when you know the answer, you just speak, and it will use voice recognition to interpret what you have said. And if it's the right answer, you can press this submit button to submit the answer. If it's wrong, then you can also redo the speech. Okay, and then you correct, and then you can go back to the menu. And now we're going to look at the quiz challenge. So for the quiz, it's the same way. We start by pressing the start button. And also in this case, you also have the chance to see which one is the quiz is on, because the object is highlighted in yellow. So yeah, just take a look and see what it is about, and then just answer the question here on this portal. Yeah, so I answered correctly, so then I get the score for this one. And then you can press the return to menu to go back to the assessment portal.